Well, that should make you feel good.
It was great. So for avocado, I like to cut it in half from the stem down around, and then you just give it a little twist. It pops right off your seed. And then take your knife and pull the seed right out. Once you've done that, if it's a good avocado.
How do you pick a good avocado?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes, because I tried one.
And
Something was wrong.
And it was brown inside.
I don't remember. Just
if it's a good avocado, the skin will peel right off very easily. If it's an overripe avocado, the skin will break into little bits, and you'll have to scoop it out with a spoon.
So it should be a little bit shrivelly, maybe.
Nope. When I go and pick out an avocado, I find the greenest one in the whole store. Always.
Green.
The reason why is because the green ones aren't as bruised. If you pick an avocado in the store that's already ripe, it will have been bruised from the produce handlers and from bouncing around in the truck and everything else, and you can guarantee that you're buying bruises if you buy one that's already ready. So buy a green. I'll show you what I mean by green. Like, this is how I buy them. Rock hard green. Like literally green. That is not right. And what I do when I bring them home is I set them on the counter, and let's put it this way. If they're on sale, I buy like more than I need for 1 week. And I put half the green ones in the fridge so they won't ripen, and the other half on the counter so they will ripen. And the ones on the counter, they go from green to ripe in the summertime, usually in 4 days. In the wintertime, it might take 5 or 6 because it's cooler in the house.
So ripe is what?
Ripe is this right here. This is ripe, and if you feel it, it is just barely soft, okay? It's black, it has just a little bit of a give.
Yeah.
Very
So you
little.
ate a green one. Yeah, she ate a green one.
Yeah.
But if it's squishy, then, it's probably already guacamole inside there. Probably brown. So I wait until they get they just start to have a nice little bit of give, and then I put them in the fridge, and they'll keep that way for a week. And the ones that I want to ripen now, I pull out of the fridge, the ones that look like that, put them on the counter, leave these in the fridge while I'm eating them, and the others are ripening, so the following week I've got ripe ones that I can put back in the fridge. If you let it sit, once it gets like this, you leave it on the counter, give it 2 more days, and you got a rotten avocado instead of a nice ripe one. So this one is nicely ripe, so we're going to cut it open, see what it looks like inside. It's beautiful. And our little seed, we're going to pop it out, and we're just going to peel the skin off. And if you don't want to peel the skin off, like I said, you can use a spoon and just scoop it right out of the spoon just as easily, and it works. This one was a little riper. Like, if you're going to scoop it off with a spoon, this is a giant spoon. I need a spoon.
What about that one next to the green
No, I need that one. That's all right. You get the idea. Just scoop it out with a spoon. I can peel it. For me, I don't know why, it's more fun to peel it. So then if you were going to slice your avocado, it's the perfect shape for nice, beautiful slices. But of course, we are not going to slice it. We're going to mash it.
Pay attention. It's just not your job.
Okay, so the next you see on your recipe for the quick guacamole, I've got 2 medium avocados here, and everything on there I measured when I made what you ate. So if you didn't like one of the measurements, just cut something back. Cut a little onion powder back, or cut a little garlic powder back, or whatever. Let me rinse off my fingers. Now, when I make the guacamole at the restaurant, I never measure. But I do. I measure by sprinkling. That's just my measurements. But I measured yours exact, so you know that's exactly how it tastes if you measure it exact, all right? But when I do it, start out with the onion powder. I do about like that. That's about a teaspoon. Then we do just a little bit of garlic powder. Doesn't take much. And then we do, what am I missing? The salt shaker.
Here.
Lime juice.
Well, we got a salt
Sour?
shaker here.
Onion
Yeah,
powder,
work, no problem.
garlic,
This one just, you have to shake it longer because it's got little bitty
lime
holes.
dressing.
We'll get it out of there. Okay,
Lemon
salt,
juice.
lemon juice. You can use bottled lemon juice or fresh squeezed, either one. What you had was fresh squeezed. And it doesn't take very much lemon juice at all.
So about half or whole. I know it says 2, but.
It says 2 teaspoons. That's going to be about a quarter or less of a lemon. Yeah. So,
Aldi sells the smaller lemons, which
yes.
come out to just about the right amount that you need in your recipe.
Right, right. Or if you like lime, you can use lime juice in here too. That lime juice is very popular in guacamole. I personally don't like limes, so I use them. But that is another popular thing that you can do instead, which is why it has that or.
Same amount?
Yes, same amount. All right, so the only thing we're missing now is the creamy herb dressing, which you all know what our creamy herb dressing looks like as a salad dressing. But this is what it actually looks like when I'm done making the recipe the next day before I add the water to it. Do you see how thick it is? It's almost like a mayonnaise. And when I want it as salad dressing, I add water to that, mix it up, and put it over there as salad dressing. But this is mayonnaise. And that's what I like to use if I'm making a sandwich, you know, a tomato sandwich, I want some mayonnaise or something. And also for this, I don't use the liquid version, I use the thick stuff. And it says 1 to 2 tablespoons, and it's optional. You can leave it out, but it does add a nice cream. All right, so that's our sour cream, and that's everything, right? I just have to mash this. And then the most important thing, and I have to tell you, I trusted my recipe so well that I did not taste the guacamole before I gave it to you. Although I did taste it afterwards and it tasted okay. But do taste it. Make sure you put enough salt in it. Make sure it's not flat. And I'll tell you some other fun things to do with this guacamole. You can put in a little bit of tiny, fine diced onion, fresh onion. Put that in there if you like it. I don't, so I leave it out. Or if you like tomato, you can put finely diced fresh garden tomatoes in there.
Sounds good.
And that is really good, okay? Some people who like it warmer put minced fresh garlic in there. And of course that will give it definite flavor. But the sky is the limit with what you can put in there. If you want it spicy, you can even put a spoonful of salsa in there and give it just a kick. Make it more of a like Southwest flavor. So the sky's the limit with what you can do with the basic guacamole recipe. Okay, so the most important thing now is to taste it to see if with that little bitty salt shaker I put the right amount of salt in. So I need a spoon again. I will get a plastic spoon over here. It's close. It needs a little more salt. I figured that with this little bitty thing.
It's potato masher, isn't it?
It is a potato masher. It works beautifully. All right. Everyone wants more guacamole? We have it. I'll go add it to the bowl over there.
Here's my spatula.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't take very long. And you can turn any meal into a gourmet feast with a little guacamole.